الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to the first episode of Muslim Tidbits, short and digestible Islamic insights. And today we're going to be talking about happiness, which we can say is the universal human pursuit, our pursuit to escape from pain and misery and hold on to what brings us happiness and joy. So what insight can we glean from the Quran on this? So we're going to be discussing this concept through chapter 20 in the Quran, Taha, verses ayahs 123 and 124. And in there Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْنَا اهْبِطَ مِنْهَا جَمِيعًا بَعْضُكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ. So there Allah is speaking to both Adam and Eve. And He says to them, both of you descend from paradise. There will be enmity between you. So here Allah, before they descend from paradise, their home, the place that they are used to, into a very new place, Allah is preparing them for how this new place is going to be different from their older home. This place will have enmity between humans, and enmity between humans and the devil, the shaitan. So there's going to be tension in this new place. There's going to be conflict. There's going to be loss of truth. The truth is not going to be manifest and clear, unlike paradise, where the truth is very clear and there's peace and tranquility. So this conflict on this earth, what saves from it? Allah says, فَإِمَّا يَأْتِيَنَّكُم مِّنِّي هُدًى فَمَنِ اتَّبَعَ هُدَايَ فَلَا يَضِلُّ وَلَا يَشْقَى. The thing that will save from it is God's guidance. So God says, when you receive my guidance and you will follow it, you will be protected and saved from going astray and from misery. From dalal, which is going astray, or also we can say it's ignorance. It's not knowing what the truth is, or knowing what the truth is, but not following it. That's also is a type of ignorance. And also, when you follow God's guidance, you will be protected from misery. Going astray and misery are connected. Going astray leads to misery, and misery leads to more misguidance and ignorance. And to affirm this connection, God says in the next verse, the next ayah, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكًا. And the one who turns away from my remembrance will have a difficult life. And the word that is used in the Quran here is dank, and dank means tightness. He will have a tight life. He will have a difficult life. So even if this person, by the way, is enjoying the luxuries of this life on the outside, externally, on the inside, they will have a difficult life in their heart. So it is the heart that is the primary spot where that difficulty will be experienced. And why is that so? Well, because the human self is ravenous by nature, is not satisfied by anything by nature. It wants to get more and more and is seldom satisfied, especially when it compares what it has to what other people have. And without God in the heart, without guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we cannot learn contentment. And we will not learn the true nature and the true value of this life compared to the eternity that is in the next life. So without God, we'll always be dissatisfied with what we have, looking for the next thing to come, and when we have it, we'll be dissatisfied with it as well. The self also, the heart also, is also anxious. It lives in anguish. It is always afraid that it's going to lose what it has. It's always afraid that it's not going to get what it wants. And without Allah, without the guidance of Allah in the heart will not feel protected. And the heart will not feel safe, and the heart will not feel that if it loses something, that God will compensate it. So the heart without Allah will always be in anxiety, will always be looking, will always be afraid. And finally, The heart without Allah, the self, the human self without Allah the Most High, will fail to interpret and understand the world behind it. It will not understand where it came from. It does not understand where it's going to. It doesn't understand the true value of its life. Why am I living? And it cannot answer the question, why are these bad things happening to me? And when they happen to you, it seems like it's happening to you alone and no one else. So without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it cannot understand these things and it will live in confusion. God's guidance brings certainty. Certainty that there is wisdom behind everything that is happening, and certainty that no matter what happens on this earth, in the next life, there will be complete happiness. So without Allah, that certainty is lost. So with all of these things absent, there can be no happiness. And what this ayah is teaching us is that if you want happiness, you have to be with Allah, the Most High, the Most Merciful. And if you are away from Allah, then you will be distant from happiness. So if you want happiness, in short, be with Allah. I hope that this would give us food for thought and would prompt us to do something. If you like this program, please let us know. And if you have ideas of how we can improve it, if you want us to continue with this program, please let us know. Leave us comments, send us emails, and we will welcome any suggestion and recommendation you may have, any question you may have. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allah.